Alrighty, so Cancer. The deck I was drawn towards pulling for you from, or rather gathering my cards from, was the tea leaf fortune cards. So you guys wanted to know what's the tea. Um, from this deck, quite a bit of cards flew out on the shuffle, throughout the shuffles. So let's go ahead and start because it's quite a few. The first card that came out was Camel, and it says persevere and you will overcome problems. Okay, so basically push through. But let's see what the book has to say. As you can see, it's just a regular camel. He got something on his back that he's carrying, a little load, but he'll push through. So for camel, a camel burdened with a heavy load slowly trudges across the hot desert sand with no relief from the burning sun. However, the camel keeps his head up high and carries on, determined to reach the oasis and the rest that awaits it there. The camel indicates that you may feel laden with problems, but if you persevere in the face of adversity, the problems will be overcome. Okay? Your next card is Desk. Pay attention to your work. So it looks like there's some correspondence. The little licks of the desk are weird, but that might be indicative of maybe your coworkers, their moods or something like that. So pay attention to your work. Desk. A beautifully carved, ornate desk signifies the querist's career. However, the top of the desk is strewn with unfinished work. This symbol is a warning to you to pay more attention to your work, or you may be called upon to pay a higher price for neglecting it. So pay attention to your work, Cancer. Next, I. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Okay? Trust yourself. What do you feel in your gut? So for I, an eye, all seeing and all knowing, stares back at the Aquarius. This card tells you that you have psychic ability and should trust your intuition. You should also be advised that the times you go against your intuition are the times when you will make your biggest mistakes. Now, those of us that have pretty strong intuitions, we probably remember the majority, if not all of the times that we went against what our feelings said. And it's always a big mistake. It's always a big mistake when we go against our intuition. So pay attention to yours, and so you won't learn that hard lesson. Alrighty, so the next is flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. If they own some bull, leave them in the bull. Don't lower your standards. But let's see what the book says. Okay. A flag flies at the top of a mast, proud and majestic, a symbol of integrity and honor. You will find yourself in a situation where you will be tempted to lower your standards. This symbol is a warning that you should not resort to expedient means, but to always live by the high standards that have served you in the past. So stay true to yourself. Don't change up just because. Stay true to you. Next, gavel. involvement with the law. Okay. A gavel rests in the hand of a judge. This symbol indicates that the querist will have some involvement with law during the time frame indicated. So we'll check to see with the connecting cards to see if the nature of this involvement is revealed, and it's probably something to do with you lowering your standards or not paying attention to your work. Either of those two may be part of why the gavel came forward for you, why you're involved with the law. Another card, hammock. Taking a vacation, either physically or mentally. Okay. Hammock. A hammock is slung between two flowering trees. The sun shines from a cloudless blue sky. This symbol indicates that you will be taking a vacation, either physically or mentally, away from the pressures and stress of everyday life. Next card, handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay? A meeting with a stranger could be important. Let's see what we got. Two hands clasped together in a handshake. One hand is outstretched from the sky, while the other hand is outstretched from the earth. This card signifies that during the given time frame, you will meet a stranger who could prove to be very important in your life. However, this card does not indicate whether the meeting is for the better or worse, okay? So for that, you need to think about your other cards that came up for you so far. Most of them have been about paying attention to your intuition, paying attention to your work, something to do with court. Don't lower your standards. So be careful with the stranger that you're meeting, because they could be part of the problem. Okay. Next, ink pot. Problems to be resolved. Okay. Ink pot. So one of the things you can note with this card, that ink pot is spilled, and it's very hard to clean up that type of ink. But let's see what it says here. An overturned ink pot lies on a desk. A quill pen lies beside it in a pool of spilled ink. This card indicates that there are problems you are not willing to face. The card advises you to resolve these problems or begin resolving them during the time frame indicated. So guess who need to get to work? Cancer. Next, stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. So maybe if you resolve those issues, those open issues that you're not wanting to resolve, you may have that new opportunity come your way, because sometimes we have to clean up whatever mess we got going on, or whatever people we got sitting there disturbing us before the good can come through. Okay. So, a stork is perched on a new nest in its building. The stork takes great care as it inserts each stick into the nest, making sure it is in just the right place to make the nest as stable and secure as possible. This card signifies that you will have news of a birth or a new business opportunity. If the news does not involve you personally, then it will involve someone close to you. So if not you, someone close to you. Okay? But don't be wishing it on me. We're not trying to do no births over here. I have 4 in Cancer. Alrighty, next. Torch. And I'm going to read it out. Well, I can let you see it while I read it. Spiritual development. Enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Okay? A torch blazes against the night sky. eliminating everything and making it clear. So will everything become clear to the querist. You will experience great enlightenment, spiritual awareness, and understanding. So things will become clear for you. And I feel like that definitely becomes clear and will help you with using your intuition. You got a V. V for victory in some endeavor. It's kind of cute. They got the little flowers or the little things flying around the flowers. But V for victory. A large V stands victorious in front of the chorus. This card signifies that you will find yourself victorious in some endeavor. The victory will be especially gratifying to you as you will have overcome all the obstacles placed in your path. Okay, so far you had a lot of obstacles that, it kept talking about. You got this coming up, that coming up. You got spilled ink, all that stuff. But at the end of it all, you're going to have victory. Okay? Vase. Secret admirer. So let's see what we got. An intricately ornated vase contains many different patterns worked into one design, not all of them immediately apparent. This card advises you that you will have a secret admirer, a person whose identity is not easily discernible. You will have to give a great deal of thought before you can correctly identify who the admirer is. Okay? And then we get to the last card. Woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay? I know Miss Lady kind of creepy, but okay. Miss Woman. And this is your last card, and what it says is, a woman is shown. Her face is inscrutable. This card indicates that you will have important dealings or a relationship with a woman during the time frame indicated. However, it does not indicate whether the woman is a friend or foe, or whether the relationship will be of a romantic, business, or social nature. So if we remember, we did have the card where we were going to be meeting a stranger. And then at the same time, we got one that says news of a birth or new business opportunity. So we can hope that this woman is the stranger and she's going to lead us to a new or business opportunity. Or she could be part of the things that you must overcome, the problems you must overcome. It can go either of those ways, or it can even go a third way. It all depends on you and the choices you make. But this has been the reading for Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been Jay with Jay Said. And look forward to doing more. Alrighty. Thank you guys for being here.